Aloha everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to review the WS60 Comica wireless microphone. This is a 2 transmitter 1 receiver microphone setup that enables us to use great audio on almost any device that accepts it. Surprisingly, the Galaxy S9, S10, S10e, S10 Plus are all supporting external audio using that 3.5mm headphone jack, as well as all Note devices. As long as you have a 3.5mm headphone jack on a Galaxy device, you should be able to accept external audio, which also means that you're always going to be able to get good, reliable audio in your videos the way we're doing it here. Now, I'm going to show you guys some examples, some experiences, and how we're actually comparing to the existing audio and what are the best use cases, as we already have great audio on the S10, but this will make it better. Start off with a quick sample with the Galaxy S10 Plus at arm's length, showing you guys the audio quality using the internal microphones. So this is what you should expect if you're using it, and let's say a car passes you by and you're filming yourself and the environment is not exactly too loud. But comparing this to the audio if we're actually jumping in and using the microphones, the audio experience changes a little bit. As you notice, it's a little bit more personal, it's directed, and it's basically focused on me. And I also have the ability of actually stepping away from the camera at this point. And what that means exactly is that even though I'm so far from the camera, you're still able to hear me exactly the way it's intended. The audio is being transmitted directly from this box that I have here. I have it mounted, it does have the clips, and the overall experience stays the exact same way, even if I turn around, even if I do other things. And that's something you cannot do with the existing audio, because if I switch back to the existing audio microphones that we have, the first thing you'll notice is obviously the distance from where I am. It's obviously not going to give us the same pickup. You have to speak up louder, you have to project louder, and not only that, the moment you turn around and let's say you do anything like that, your audio just goes bad. And that's mostly due because of the actual environment. The microphones are great for whenever you're close to the camera, but let's say you want to be able to film yourself and you're outdoors, you want to film yourself talking to somebody else. This includes a 2-mic setup, as I'm going to show you guys with this quick clip that I did with Juan Carlos Bagnell.
So yes, in his defense, we went slightly in different directions.
Well, yeah, because the rules were under 75.
Yeah, and it had to be Android, and it had to be functioning. Yeah. So it was never going to be a sabotage where I hand him a phone that's basically busted or whatever.
Yeah, bad play.
And that was the limit.
Bad
so
form.
I decided to stick to what we talked about on the actual podcast. I went to Swappa, and for $50, I got this. It's a used phone.
Let's talk about what's included in the box. The box includes a carrying case that includes everything that you need to be able to start using this kit or this microphone kit with your phone. So specifically Samsung or LG devices. The main thing that you have in there is a carrying case that has both transmitting microphones, and those are the two. One of them I'm using right now. And then of course the receiver. The receiver does have a clamp mechanism on it that enables it basically to mount the phone to it, as well as we have a little bit of a spring-loaded clamp on the actual transmitter for each one of them so that you can actually put it in your pocket. So it doesn't have to be basically held or handheld the entire time. On the bottom part of it, we have actually a small tripod, as well as the cables, the microphones, the dead cat that you have in case you need it. Although I haven't been using it, for the most part, the audio that you're getting out of this is entirely using just the regular wind muff that we have on top of it that comes pre-applied. The main benefit here is that you're not having to basically worry about if the audio is being picked up. Being this far from the camera is enough for it to actually lose the quality of the audio that I was sharing with you guys when I was using it handheld. This basically becomes very obvious when you're trying to film things outdoors. Now, if you're not worried about audio, this is not going to be an issue. But let's say you are filming somebody and your subject is at least 5 to 6 feet away. This is definitely going to be a very nice system. But not only that, if they're doing an interview, now you have 2 microphones connected to 1 receiver, connected to your brand new S10, S10e, or S10 Plus. So the overall experience of using this microphone setup has actually been pretty simple, very easy to set up really. You take it out of the box, you put 3 AAA batteries in each one of the microphones, as well as the transmitter. And then for the most part, all you have to do is mount your phone to the back of it, which is very simple as it has the clamps to be able to adjust to it. The only thing I would say is turn on the camera and turn on the wide angle lens on the S10 Plus or any of the S10s, and make sure you get the camera just to be slightly outside of the actual setup, as you guys saw with the thumbnail. Since they're wide angle lenses, they tend to actually include too much, and you don't want the microphone setup or the receiver to actually show up in there. Audio quality is pretty good as long as your phone supports external audio within the native audio application, like the Galaxy S line devices as well as LG devices. I think you're going to be set up and you're easy to basically just move into a next level of production using your camera setup and your audio. The main thing I would say though, if you have a device that does not support it natively, you can use open camera, but I would test it out with another microphone first before you go out and buy the microphone setup, as this is roughly going about $249, and I wouldn't buy this to find out if it works or not. But if you have a Samsung device with a 3.5mm headphone jack, as well as an LG device with a 3.5mm headphone jack, I think you're pretty much set, as these things have been in their camera applications for years, and I've always appreciated having that on top of some of the more unique things that we get with Galaxy devices. So if you're looking to up your game and get better audio out of your videos, as well as basically just get a better experience if you want to talk to somebody else, this dual microphone setup is actually reasonably priced for what it offers us. It is powered by batteries. You are able to use external audio for them if you'd like that, or external power for that, like a power bank. Just keep in mind that at that point you're going to be running wires. There's some birds around there. And of course, your mileage may vary, but I think with batteries, it's easy, it's flexible. If you're traveling, you don't have to worry about, bringing a power bank. You can find AAA batteries almost anywhere in the world. And I think that's the main benefit. Thank you very much to Comica for allowing me to check out and review for you guys the WS60, as well as Juan Carlos Bagnell for turning me on to this actual setup, as I've actually been a very big fan of Comica microphones. I just didn't know that they actually updated the brand new one with the new supported bands, as this actually works pretty good, specifically if you're in an area where there's a lot of other people using wireless microphones, as it actually has a very nice band support, and it works, again, as you guys see. Very, very nice. This entire video was shot on either an S10e or an S10 Plus, as well as using the Comica microphones. So again, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.